driving rider. I mean, I came to Lagos properly as a 10, 11-year-old. I came to secondary school in Lagos, and I grew up in a small town, in Nsukka. And so Lagos for me was, like magic. It was this town of, this city of big skyscrapers, of, the beach. I'd never seen the beach before I came here. And so, yeah, Lagos, I love the things that many people say they hate about Lagos, the noise, the chaos, the bustle. I find it energizing, and that's some of the things. And it was here that my first job as a doctor was at Lagos Teaching Hospital in Idiaraba. And there you saw the good, the bad, and the ugly. And perched right on these doorsteps of Mushi and the Elegba, but then having all these very sophisticated, high-level professors working with you, it sort of captured the best and the worst of Lagos.
On the beach.
Oh, everything was different. You had to learn how to jump Molue, how to continue running. I remember the first time I got off a Molue, I thought you just got off and stood there, and I immediately fell down because I didn't keep running. So, I remember scraping my knee on that occasion. I remember how we had to avoid crowds where people could pick your pockets, and there were all these money doublers who claimed they could double your money. I think in that first year, we went once to the casino in the hotel. I don't know how they allowed us in, it must have been 11 or 12. And we ended up losing, at first we won some money, and then we ended up losing our pocket money for the term. So that was quite an experience. It was interesting because one of the things that I found was that even though Lagos and Enugu were both teaching hospitals, there were just different things. So for instance, in Lagos, you were given a clinical coat. So you were supposed to provide yours. I also remember in the clinics, in the outpatient clinics in Lut then, I don't know if that still happens, sort of halfway through seeing patients, a woman came in with a trolley with biscuits and tea and coffee, and I was wondering what's going on. Am I going to have to pay? And it turned out that in Lut, they did that complimentary for their staff. So those are some of the differences I noticed. The day I really remember was the day Kudirat Abiola was shot. I was the house officer then, and I had been out to Elegba to do something, and I saw a crowd of people under the bridge at the newspapers, and I wasn't really sure what they were gathering around for. And by the time I then got on the bus and got back to Luth, everybody was saying Kudirat Abiola had been shot, and the professor of neurosurgery had been rushed to Eko Hospital to try and save her. And so that day is vividly imprinted in my mind.